Aha! Good afternoon. Oh man, time is so irrelevant these days for me. I used to wake up with the sun. Now I go to sleep at 4 in the morning. I don't know why. I know why. It doesn't matter though. Cuckoo! I'm making this video to understand for you how we can end traffic accidents, end traffic, and just have a better time driving on the road. Begins with your turn signal. I know. Oh man, what a hard device to really comprehend. It's a stalk on the steering column that you flick. You just gotta flick it. And what does that do? It lets other drivers know where you're going. Oh man, I know. How basic. But like it's so necessary. When I drive, I memorize every car on the road around me because I don't want to cause an accident. We've all seen accidents. They're nasty. Cars obliterate, you know? There's no saving a piece of scrap metal once a 70-mile-an-hour collision rips it apart. You know, cars even get totaled at 5 miles an hour. I crashed this girl's car once, airbags deployed. That was the end of that. 3 miles an hour into a tree, which I am still in shame about. But hey, you know, it's not like they're making cars durable anymore. And honestly, the Earth is way stronger and will always win. You know, the rock face will laugh as you barrel into it. You know, and that's another thing. Like, well, I had this idea where I think that the lanes of the highway should have their own speed limit. Like, you know, the right lane's 55, the middle lane's 60, and the left lane's 65. You know, that way no one's going to be doing 55 in the 65 lane unless they're asking for it. But I don't know. Turn signals are so important. And I know this is stupid to reiterate, but it's just like if you let people know where you're going, that creates a chain reaction of safety. And that's what we need. We need safety. I'm tired of fatalities. I'm tired of people unnecessarily getting hurt, wasting their money. You know, insurance is such a big scam, and they're happy to just take your money. All right, so turn signals are super important. It's just an indication of where you're going, and that safely lets other people know and change their course to allow you to get there, or to be a jerk and not. But you know, don't look at me like I'm crazy because I used to drive Route 3 into the Lincoln Tunnel all the time. I know how to drive a little aggressively. I like to go fast. I can't even imagine horsepower. I've had a 4-cylinder for the last 3 years. Thank God for that little Chevy. Man, they'll never buy Dodge again. 2 transmissions. Like, the thing just fell out of the chassis. Anyway, the second way to stop all traffic forever is to give proper distance to the car in front of you. And when I say proper distance, I mean 2 to 3 car lengths. There's no reason to be on somebody's butt. You know, brake checking, like, are we still children? Clearly. I mean, clearly. If you're going to do something that puts anyone else's life in danger, I'm like, oh, gross. Pumpkin seed. I'm starting to eat pumpkin seeds now. I don't know why. I was at the store, I saw the thing 2 days ago, and I was like, this looks like it should be important. And then I go do research the next day, and it's the person that came up to be what I should eat. So now I made granola, actually. It's really good. Give enough distance between the car in front of you. Because what that does, especially when it's congested, you know, you're sitting in like bumper to bumper. I do this thing where I give that car enough room, and then I just slow roll behind it. Because the minute you tap your brake, you're creating this giant chain reaction of every person behind you pushing their brakes. And it's like an hourglass effect where it just stops up. And I'm wearing my pajamas. Sorry, I'm not professional. Nor do I care. It's just, what is that called? The butterfly effect? It's like a tsunami. You know what it is? It's intricacy? No, that's not the word. It never ends. The minute you tap your brakes, a million people behind you tap your brakes. But you have to see the roads is all connected. You know, every highway is connected to every other highway. It was built this way. It's kind of smart. You know, I guess you can consider it to be like your bloodstream. You know, if there is a blockage in your heart, every other part of the bloodstream is going to be like, oh, man, we're not getting the blood, man. Give extra room when there's traffic. You know, there's no reason to be right next to the guy, you know, like, brake. Like, let him go. Let other people on. And I swear to God, care about the big riggers, all right? The supply chains is the most important thing that keeps this country running. That's it. It is supply chains. It is trains. It is the ship tankers. And it is the 18-wheeler drivers. Without those people, you don't have Walmart. You don't have anything on the grocery store shelves. You got nothing. It's all these people putting in this effort. And they know how to drive, generally. Yeah, I'm sure some of them. Well, you know, the thing is, once you whiz past an 18-wheeler, it creates a vortex that pulls it towards you because you're driving faster than it. Man, keep an eye on the road. Because remember, you know, they're not just cars that are next to you. It's not just cars. It's people operating those cars. And, you know, I've been in Knoxville now for a couple of months, and I get behind some people, and I'm just like, what are you doing? And then I realize they're kids. I'm like, oh, okay. You know, like, this kid clearly doesn't have the experience to know when and where to be, and the space, and the position, and the timing, and this and that. And they also don't know how to cross the road. Like the kids, they stand in the corners, and they do this jitterbug, like, should I go? And I'm just like, you guys know nothing of Manhattan. I'm just like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You don't know how to cross a road. You just do it. You don't hesitate and wait for the little orange sticker man, you know? Like, I don't know, jaywalking. What a made-up thing. That was made up. I think that was made up during the prohibition of marijuana. So, like, it just gets you for no reason. No, that's okay. They even hand out tickets for that. Alright. So, turn signal, super important. Memorizing the road is the biggest thing, you know? Well, it's using your mirrors. That's what I've noticed, too. People are not using their mirrors. And what I like to do, it's my favorite thing, actually, because it works. When I'm crossing somebody, generally, because what's happening these days is everyone's hanging out in the left and right lane. Sorry, in the left and center lane. Everyone's hanging out in the left and center lane. And you're not supposed to do that. Every sign on the road says stay to the right. Which means we should probably change all the signs to say stay to the left so everyone actually stays to the right. Why? Okay. So since everyone stays to the left, I'm generally in the right lane. But what I do before I cross somebody on the right is I look in that mirror, their passenger side mirror. I look into it, and I say, I'm on your side. Because, you know, our eyes, I don't really understand this fully, and I grip with it. There's something about attention. There's something about physical sight. You know, it goes back to quantum. It's like whatever you observe, you change. So I stare into that mirror because it's like I'm heating it up. And then it's almost like if I heat that mirror up, the driver is going to look to it and see me potentially. All right, so use your mirrors. Always be looking in your mirrors. There's no reason not to be. I know it's like, oh, don't look behind you. You know, oh, ain't nothing back there. There's families, and there's buses, and there's caravans, and there's tons of people. And they want to get home safe, and I want you to get home safe. And I'm tired of seeing accidents. And what kills me about being in Tennessee is the amount of busted cars I see driving around. Their quarter panels missing, scraped up, dented. I'm like, what are you doing that has allowed you to get in some shape like that? Man, your car is you. Everything that touches you is an extension of you. Care about yourself. Honor yourself. Honor your car. Clean that shit out. I don't want to swear. Clean out your car. Organize. Keep things organized because then you'll feel organized. You'll feel clean. Get a new air freshener. You know, whatever. I like a new car. Just, you know, keep it smelling good and comfortable. I spend so much time in my car. It's really been like a home. It's gross. Got more coffee cups in there than anything else like that. I think you got an addiction. I was like, you can't prove that. I'm like, it's all over the floor. I'm like, touche. Paper mache. Memorize the cars on the road. Use your mirrors. They are there for a reason. And objects may appear bigger than they seem, but they're still there. Turn signal. Let other people know where you're going. Please. Give people space. It will end traffic forever if we just give enough space and stop hogging the tail end of other cars.